Fear of failure. It holds us back, stops us from taking risks, and often keeps us stuck in the same place. What if I told you that this fear can be conquered with just a few simple strategies, backed by solid research? In this video, we'll dive deep into powerful, research-backed methods that not only help you overcome your fear of failure, but can also change the way you approach challenges. At the research paper, we believe in the transformative power of knowledge. Empowering minds with research-backed wisdom is what drives us to bring you these insights. So let's get into it, shall we? Let's begin with one of the most powerful studies done on the psychology of failure. A 2009 study by Dr. Carol Dweck, a psychologist at Stanford University, looked into the concept of mindset. Dweck's research involved over 500 students, examining their reactions to setbacks and academic performance. What she discovered was nothing short of revolutionary. Those who believed their abilities were fixed were more likely to give up after a failure, while students who had a growth mindset, who believed they could improve through effort, were more resilient and motivated to try again. What does this mean for you? The first strategy, based on Dweck's findings, is to develop a growth mindset. Every time you face failure, remind yourself, this is an opportunity to learn, not an indication of my worth. When you believe your abilities can grow through practice and effort, failure transforms into a stepping stone rather than a stumbling block. Now let's talk about another powerful piece of research, this time from the University of Chicago. In a 2017 study, Dr. Cian Baylock and her team focused on the role anxiety plays in performance. They tested a group of 300 participants, putting them through stressful tasks while measuring their anxiety levels and performance outcomes. The result? People who wrote down their fears before performing tasks experienced a significant reduction in anxiety and performed better as a result. The takeaway here? Before tackling a difficult task, write down what you're afraid of. Let it out. When you externalize those fears, you'll feel lighter and more in control. And guess what? You'll start to perform better, too. Now let's bring this into a more practical realm. Maybe you're facing a big presentation, an important exam, or an entrepreneurial venture. How do you apply these strategies in your life? Adopt the growth mindset. Next time you fail, instead of saying, I can't do this, say, I'm not good at this yet, but I'll keep working on it. Journaling your fears. Before your next big project or decision, grab a journal and write down everything that scares you about it. You'll be surprised by how much lighter you feel once you see it on paper. But wait, there's more. A 2014 study by Dr. Angela Duckworth, a professor at the University of Pennsylvania, studied what makes people successful even when they fail repeatedly. Duckworth introduced the concept of grit, which she defines as passion and perseverance for long-term goals. She found that grit is a better predictor of success than talent. The study followed over 2,000 high school students, measuring their grit and correlating it with their performance. What they found was striking. Those who stuck with their goals, despite repeated failures, were more likely to succeed in the long run. So how can you build grit? One of the most effective strategies for cultivating grit is setting long-term goals and breaking them down into smaller, achievable tasks. This way, you keep making progress, even if that progress feels slow. When you experience setbacks, remind yourself that failure isn't final. It's part of the journey toward your bigger vision. Here's how to implement that in your life. Set clear long-term goals. What is the one big goal that excites you? Break it down into manageable steps and tackle each one with perseverance. Embrace small failures as learning opportunities. Rather than seeing setbacks as failures, shift your perspective to see them as lessons. These lessons are just part of your path toward mastery. When we stop fearing failure and start seeing it as part of the process, we unlock a world of possibilities. These research-backed strategies have been proven to work time and time again. So next time fear comes knocking, remember these steps: growth mindset, journaling your fears, and building grit, and see how they transform your journey toward success. Let's leave you with this thought. If we don't face failure head-on, we limit our potential. But if we embrace it, we expand it. Remember, it's not about avoiding failure. It's about conquering the fear that holds us back from achieving greatness. At the research paper, we believe in the power of knowledge to change your life. Keep learning, keep growing, and keep conquering your fears.